What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be bringing you two deck profiles. The first one is going to be the blackwing deck that I'm going to be playing this format. Um, I really like blackwings as a deck. I love the structure of them, I love how they play, and I just love that whirlwinds at 3. That in and of itself made me want to play blackwings. The other deck profile I'm going to be bringing you is my TG Stun deck. These are going to be the main two decks I'm going to be playing this format. Um, Blackwings I didn't need to do any testing with. I would put up testing videos, but I mean the deck is just the deck isn't linear. The deck can do anything it wants, but you don't really need to test with it because it's a very simple deck to play, and the combos almost like spell themselves out like automatically. So let's get into this one. I'm playing 2 Blizzard. Some people play 3, some people play 1, some people play none. I like 2 myself. It's not great with Whirlwind. That's the reason I didn't want to play 3. If this guy had 1500 attack, I would play 3 of it, but it just doesn't. It has 1300. So I really only wanted 2. I wanted a lot of my plays to revolve around the fact that Black Whirlwind was at 3, so that is the main reason I decided to play only 2. Before Black Whirlwind went to 3, I did play around with Blackwings a little bit, and I played 3 Blizzard at that time because you just had to keep your plays strong after your Whirlwind went away, and Blizzard was a way to do that. But now that Whirlwind's at 3, I feel 3 Blizzard is just overkill. 3 Bora, it's one of the stronger Blackwings, so it works very well with Whirlwind, and it works very well with Sirocco. It's probably one of the more important Blackwings in the deck, and it works really well with Blackwing Zephyros, so it combos up well with a lot of cards in the deck. 1 Gale, again, combos out really well with Zephyros. It's probably one of the main cards you're going to get with Shura's effect, because your only other targets are Kalut and Blizzard, and Koichi. But I'll get into Koichi a little bit later. But it's one of the better cards in the deck. In terms of its effect, its ability to let you synchro, and its easy accessibility, being one of the weaker Blackwings. It's searchable at any time through Whirlwind. 3 Kaluts. Kalut is very important in the deck. It allows you to attack over almost all your opponent's monsters, which works very well with Shura. If you open up double Whirlwind, you're probably going to end up searching 1 Kalut and probably a Bora if you ended up with Shura. The Kalut so you can attack over something, and the Bora so you're able to search next turn. In which case you'll probably search another Kalut, which is a really solid play. It allows you to search a lot of cards out of your deck, and it promotes a very quick play and very quick game. The Koichi. Some people play 2 to none. It's not good at 3. I liked 1. The reason I liked 1 is it does allow me to get into quick level 8 synchros, which I feel is really nice. It allows me to make Crimson Blader, Stardust, or Scrap really whenever I want. It's a pretty toolbox card in the fact that it just allows you to synchro almost at any time if you want Shura, and you want to do that. And it's really easily searchable. It is the weakest Blackwing, so it's searchable to the very end. 3 Shura, the best Blackwing card, I would say. It works really well with Black Whirlwind. It gets most of your searching plays going. It is the card you really want to open with Black Whirlwind to really get your plays going. It again works really well where you can special summon Gale. That is the main play you're going to go for, of course, because you're really not going to want to special summon a Blizzard and have its effects negated, unless you're going to end up synchroing into an Armed Wing anyway, and that is a play that is good at the time. Which is unlikely. I've done it a couple times, but it's unlikely. But overall, sure, it just works very well with the deck, and it's the best Blackwing in my opinion. 2 Sirocco. With Black Whirlwind at 3, Sirocco is that much better. It's not worth playing 3 of, but it's a great card. You normal summon it if your opponent controls a monster, and you can search out any blackwing monster you can in your deck. There's no restriction. With Shura, you can't search out Sirocco. With Sirocco, you can search out anything, which is very awesome. It works very well with Bora, so you can pump his attack, which is always nice. If you have a Zephyros in grave and a Sirocco on field and a Bora in hand, there's a really powerful play you can go for where you normal the Sirocco, special the Bora, use the effect of the Zephyros to get the Zephyros on the field, special summon your Bora, and give all the attack to the Bora and just do piercing battle damage. And that'll probably drop your opponent well below 4,000 life, which is always a really good play. But yeah. One Zephyros. It allows you to... My favorite thing to do with it is, like, I'll open with it, have a Bora or a Gale in hand with another Blackwing on field. I'll put them on the field, return them with Zephyros, special summon them again, and I'll get rid of Zephyros with Icarus attack. It's a really good solid play where you don't really give up any advantage, but your opponent loses 2 cards. The only thing you really lose is 400 life points, which is always good. So yeah. One Dark Armed. Dark Armed wins the early game. If you're able to open up with a Dark Armed, they're going to waste so much resources dealing with it, they're not going to be able to deal with the actual deck afterward. So, it's always nice. 2 Veilers and 2 Max Cs. I didn't want to max out on hand traps this format. I didn't feel it was necessary. Nothing's going to be special summoning enough for 3 Max C to be legit. And I side the 3rd Veiler in case I need it, but I feel 2 is just too much. I mean, 3 is too much. Sorry, play 2. On to 3 Black Whirlwind. This is the best card in the deck, hands down. Some people I hear compare this card to Gateway, the 6 Samurai. I think of it somewhat like Gateway. Not as good as Gateway, but somewhat like it. Having 3 of this is almost like having 1 Gateway. And Gateway's banned now, so. But 3 Whirlwind, it allows the deck to be really fast, really consistent, which is always nice. You always want the deck to work very well. Oh, and I'll be doing this with real cards soon enough. I'm buying the rest of the cards for my friend tomorrow. I actually have worked the deal out with him tonight, but I don't have the cards right now, so yeah. 1 Book of Moon. Book of Moon's nice. 1 Dark Hole, 2 Forbidden Lance, 2 MSTs. This deck doesn't need 3 MSTs, and in terms of 3 Lance, I didn't want 3 Lance in the deck. 3 Lance is good, but I feel like it was a little cloggy, where I just didn't need them when I had them. Whereas MST at 2, because I was going to play 3 Lance and 1 MST, but it just wasn't worth it. And my philosophy behind that was I had 3 Icarus attack to nail all the back row, but it didn't work very well. So 3 dualities. A lot of people like 2, and I understand why everyone likes 2. 2 is a good number, but I myself like 3. So that is 100% player preference. If you want 3, play 3. If you want 2, go ahead. It's not really going to make too much of a difference overall. Unless you're playing Bujin, then you should be playing 3 duality now. No questions asked. 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, 2 Dimensional Prisons. All good trap cards. Dimensional Prison is just... I don't see why they put the card to 2. Because no one played more than 2. Comment down below if you played more than 2 Dimensional Prison. Before it got put to 2 on the ban list, of course. And this is for the TCG. And Compulse and Bottomless at 1, I mean, I understand why they did it. They ban heavy. You have to get rid of a lot of power traps. I still would like Bottomless at 2. 3 Icarus attack. This card is such a good card in and of the fact you can force your opponent to misplay very easily. You can make your opponent read that you have a Kalute, make them work and commit so many cards to like dodge the Kalute and then flip an Icarus attack and say, well, what now? The fact you can also get rid of face down Blackwings is really nice. And it helps you set up for Dark Armed, which I really like. And the 2 Mirror Force. Mirror Force is self-explanatory. It's Mirror Force. On the side deck, 2 DD Crow, Injectors and Fire Kings. Hitting the Garunix or the Hornet is really important. The third effect valor, of course. It's good against Injectors. It's good against Agents. I decided it in when it's needed, but it's not needed too often at 3. The third MST, I like it against decks like TG Stun, where they just pack in so many traps, and I honestly know how to play against TG Stun to begin with, seeing as that is my favorite deck of all time, and I love it. I did just start playing it, so on my test video there's probably a few misplays. I'm sorry about that, but like I've played that deck for like 2 years. I do know all the combos it can do. I was just a little bit rusty. 1 EEV, it being at 1 kind of sucks, because I have to trade off with the whole like 1 EEV, 1 crazy box thing. I don't like that, but it's fine. 3 Iron Walls. Dragon Plants. Ooh, they're scary. I don't like that, and they can't go off more than like once anyway, so if you shut them off from doing it once, I mean they're gonna lose. 2 Light Imprisoning. It's good against Agents, Constellars, all that good stuff. It's always nice. 3 Decrees, because TG Stun can't deal with it. It just can't. As a TG Stun player myself, I know how devastating a Royal Decree is, and it just wins. Trap Stun, it ain't got nothing on Royal Decree in that matchup. And 2 Skill Drains. This is mainly for Evil Storm, because I don't like that matchup. I don't like them doing things. 1 Catastor, I love the tins. I traded mine and I want it back. 2 Armed Wing, it's an easy, accessible level 6 synchro. Armor Master, it's really good. I don't have Black Rose, unfortunately. I'm working to get a Black Rose right now. If you have a Black Rose, please PM me. I would love to trade for it. Maybe we can do cash or something. I don't know. 1 Crimson Blader. Crimson Blader's really good against Dragon Plants. Just stops the deck cold. Mistworm, I can make it so easily. So I pack it in to the deck. It's really nice. 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Stardust Dragon. Level 8 synchros are really, again, pretty easy to make with the whole Shura Koichi play. And 1 Hyper Librarian, because I don't like synchroing, but when I do synchro, I want it to be plus, plus, plus everywhere, and that's what Hyper Librarian allows me to do. 1 Cowboy, again, I love these tins. It's awesome. 1 Maestroke, that's good. Black Ship, yeah, it's a good card. 1 Key Beetle, because I can make it, and it's a great card. Protect an Icarus until I need it. I've actually done that. It's not the best play, but it's so hilarious. 1 Crazy Box. Again, I don't like the trade-off, 1 EV, 1 Crazy Box, but I have to do it. Spellbooks annoy me. And 1 Photon Papilloparative. Overall, I like everything about the deck. But yeah, I'll be bringing you a real live deck showing very soon. And yeah, so comment down below on what you think about it, what to put in, what to take out, and subscribe if you like this video and any of my other videos. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, bye.